Hello there, everybody. My name is Hergoga, and I'm the current developer on the Wheel of Time mod for Mountain Blade Bannerlord. Right now, I'm gonna talk to you a little bit about the mod's future, and first my short-term plans, and then my long-term plans, and lastly about the general situation surrounding the mod's development, the devs, or myself, the only dev, and yeah. So first to the short-term plans. So I expect to hear a bunch of bug reports, so they'll of course need to be fixed. Yeah, so expect a small hotfix soonish. I also would like to add a bunch of lore-friendly texts, so that instead of if you approach a lord, he blathering on about some random stuff about Calradia, him just speaking some stuff which is actually Wheel of Time lore-friendly and compatible. I'd also like to release the mod on Steam so that it's easier to update it for you and for me, and more people will find it there. So let's come to my long-term plans. So the overarching goal would be to create a sort of main quest so that you don't just wander around aimlessly trying to create your kingdom, but you are actually tied into a roughly Wheel of Time based plot. So in essence, the last battle is approaching and you have to pick a side. After having picked a side, being introduced a little bit into like either the shadow spawn or the light, like what they do, what they are about, you'll have to prepare your side for the last battle. So in the case of the shadow spawn, you'll have to sort of infiltrate the towns inhabited by humans, convince people to be dark friends, so that when the last battle commences, you have a better start. And in the case if you are playing for the light, you'll have to unite the humans. So you'll have to get the Ail on board, the Xianchan, however they are pronounced, and the remaining guys who generally aren't really united. So yeah, after that, after having prepared your side for battle, the last battle will commence. You'll have some great fun and basically all-out war. So you won't have issues with stuff like recruiting. You'll be just battling and battling until you'll finally win. I'm of course open to other suggestions, as this approach for a main quest is like really technical. You won't have many like dialogues or really memorable characters, so it won't be like you're reading a novel or something like that, but instead you'll be just, well, playing a game. You'll have just your tasks, some mechanics, some more or less repeating quests, which you'll have to complete, so convince a town to join the shadow spawn one way, or maybe another way, and you'll have to rinse and repeat that a couple of times, and then you'll have to recruit some Trollocs or something like that, build up your army, build up your Forsaken, and after that you'll have to trigger the last battle, and you'll have to go from town to town, battling it out. Of course, there isn't much dialogue in there, or, memorable characters, but, I mean, I'm a coder. I'm not really somebody who can create a novel. So yeah, but I'm of course open to suggestions, so if you'd like to see something else, just contact me, tell me your thoughts, and I'll think about it. And that also leads me to the general situation of the mod. If you would like to maybe drive the main quest in a different direction, so a more story-driven narrative, you can of course apply to be a writer or quest writer or maybe coder, so that you can implement parts of it yourself. And I'm of course open to that. So generally, I am currently the only dev really active on the mod. We have one applicant who is currently learning C# and wants to help, but that's really it. So my appeal to you guys, please apply. If you have time and are motivated to really work on the mod, please apply. There isn't really any requirement for technical knowledge and such stuff. It's really just enough if you are motivated and would really like to bring something of your own into the mod. Because to learn stuff like 3D modeling, coding, or even creating battle scenes or village scenes, it's pretty easy. There are a lot of resources on Mountain Blade Bannerlord, and it mostly depends on your motivation. So yeah, please apply. Thank you very much for listening. Have a great day. Cheers.